So hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Arsalan and today we are on day 26 of solving the object-oriented programming system questions with the help of Python. So I have prepared yet another question for you which is displayed already on screen, that is create two parent class color and shape with attribute method specific to each class, such as calculate area in shape and set color in color. Create a child class called color shape that inherits from shape and color. Implement a method called display info in the colored shape class that calls the method from both parent classes to calculate the area and set the color. Create an instance of the color shape class and call the display info method. So as the question says, it's a multiple inheritance, as we have already discussed in our last tutorial on day 25th, and I have introduced the concept of multiple inheritance where we have discussed it in a deep where we have discussed it in depth, and moreover we have already discussed about single inheritance, and we did many questions based on single inheritance. So if you guys are very new to this channel, very new to this playlist, let me introduce to you what this playlist is all about. So in this playlist we have been solving questions on object oriented programming questions, and we started from a very basic question where we have created a where we have created a very simple question and we have solved a very simple question, and then we moved on to day 2, day 3 and day 4, and furthermore we just solved each day different questions, and we solved different types of question on each day. So this will be making us develop our logic on object oriented programming system, which where we always lack in understanding, where we just practice where we'll be just practicing on the object oriented programming questions. So this playlist is meant for guys who have been people who have been struggling in object oriented programming system questions. And let's start this tutorial, and just before starting to solve this question, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So first of all, we have to create two classes called color and shape. So first of all, let's create a class shape. Now in this class shape class, we have to define an attribute and different specific methods to specific method to each class. So first of all, let's say we have class shape, and let's pass this, and let's say we have another class called color, and color, let me just start it with a capital C and pass this value as well. Now we have to create a child class called colored shape. So class colored shape, and let's pass first of all shape inside this, because we have first defined shape and then color here as well. Now we should pass this value as well. Now we have to write the logic inside each of these different classes. So we know that to introduce a child class, first of all we give the name of the class, right? First of all we give the name of the class. Let me write it here, name, and then inside those parentheses we have to write the name of the parent class. So parent class 1 and parent class 2 and so on. So we can write multiple parent class inside this, but we have only two parent class, so we will be writing only two. So guys, this is all this is all the structure of the question will be, and we will be solving it further. But first of all, we have to write the logic here for the shape. So instead of passing this value, let me remove this and write the logic. First of all, I will be taking definite, because I will be taking an instance attribute for this shape value here, and let's see that it requires it or not, with attributes and method specific to each class, such as calculate area in the shape. And so we do not require it actually, because we are not calculating area actually, we are just creating a method def calculate area, and we will be taking self here, and then we have to just print that we are calculating area. Now why we are writing here it calculating area and we are not literally calculating it? Because see guys, the shape could be anything. It could be area, it could it could be triangle, it could be rectangle, it could be circle, so it could be anything. So that's why we are just writing a general statement here that we are saying that we are calculating area, so it could be specific to any shape. All right, so we are just writing it because we are just learning the concept of multiple inheritance. Now we are now while we just gain the logic and understanding in a better way, then we can just further increase the level, and then we can literally calculate the area and apply it on the further child class. All right, so that's why we have written here def calculate area, and we are just printing, we are calculating here. Similarly we will be just writing uh, def set color. Now here also, if you see, if I write here, if I write here the color set color, now color could be anything, red, blue, green, white, yellow, anything could be, any color it could be. So that's why we will be just printing again this basic statement, simple statement here, general statement here, that we are setting the color. Now to just just to apply these two methods inside the class, inside the child class, so we have two parent class, right? First is shape and first is color. So now we have to implement all these two parent class inside the child class, which is a single child class, of course. So implement a method called display info in the colored shape. So we have to create a method display def display info. Now inside this info we have to take self here. Now what we have to do inside a implement a method called display info in the colored shape class that calls the method from both parent classes to calculate the area and set the color. So we will be just calling those methods which we have created inside the shape. So as we have done on day 25, where we have created like class A and class B, where like this parent class 1 and parent class 2, where we just called these two methods of class A and class B. Similarly we will be just doing it here, like see, we created a method here in class C where we have just inherited two parent class, right, A and B. Now we just implemented those parent classes inside our child class. Similarly we will be doing it here, that we will be seeing that self dot calculate area and self dot what was the name of the class of the color, set color, right? So now we have called these two methods inside the child class. Now we will be creating an instance here. Let's say A is equals to colored shape, and we have to just close it by parenthesis because it's an object here. Now I will be saying that print A dot display info and close it by parenthesis again because this is a method here. Now we will be just running it and we will be getting that we are calculating the area, we are setting the color. Now we will be just not printing it because we already printing it in the method above. So that will be throwing me a none here, and that's why we are not doing it here. So we are calculating area and we are setting the color. All right, now this was all in the question. Let me just clear one thing here, that why we are not taking any parameter inside the object instance we have created. Here why we are not taking, like here why we are not taking any parameter, any object, any attribute here. So why we are not taking? Because we haven't passed it in the classes, in the parent classes above. See, because we have not created any attribute here, instance attribute either, neither in the shape class nor in the color class. So that's why we are not implementing it here as well. We are just calculating the classes. We are just we have just mentioned the name of the methods in the both of the classes. So that's why we are not taking it here as well. So that was all in the question, guys. Hope you have understood the question and hope you are just developing the logic of multiple inheritance. And if you like this tutorial, please do subscribe to the channel and like the video and share it with your friends who have been struggling in the uh, object oriented programming systems, and just tell them, just share it with people who have been struggling, and this will just help them to develop their logic. So this was all for today. Hope you like this, and thank you guys for watching it. See you next time.